Hi everyone, my name is Alyssa Baez. It is November 4th, and for this assignment, I will be discussing my reflections and interpretations about the meaning of the Chicano movement through the Taking Back the Schools documentary, as well as the Fighting for Political Power documentary. And the Zoot Suit Riots documentary. In the Taking Back the Schools documentary, the narration said that it took place during the 1960s, after the Vietnam War. The movement was happening in East Los Angeles, but this is just where it all began. It started happening and occurring in other places as well. For the Taking Back the Schools, the push for education reform for Mexican Americans as well as other minority student groups was set into motion. Statistics said that only 1 out of 4 Chicanos were completing their education, and when a survey was taken, a popular response was one that they were being neglected and misguided and didn't have the proper resources accessible to them. Protests began taking place because of things like racial segregation and discrimination, lack of proper resources, like I had said, and also the kind of push to put Mexican American kids onto a vocational work path instead of a road to academia and education. Walkouts started to take place in March of 1968, and during these times of walkouts and action, they strive to receive more bilingual instruction in the classroom, more Mexican American history courses, if any, and as well as more Mexican American staff. And onto the fight for political power, the documentary began focusing on the people from Crystal City, Texas, after 5 Mexican Americans were elected to take political office in the town. This also talked about the rise and the fall of Los Cincos and the creation of a third political party named La Raza Una. And then the Zoot Suit riots happened in June of 1943. This also took place in Los Angeles, California. These riots were riots in which off-duty law enforcement or like police officers would attack, beat, and strip the clothes of Mexican American adolescents wearing zoot suits because it was seen that it was potentially unpatriotic to be wearing suits with heavy, with big amounts of clothing, big amounts of fabric, and heavy fabric, because this was at a time of war, and during this time of conflict, rationing of fabric as well as food and other resources was required from everybody for the war effort. And not only in the Zoot Suit riots, not only were Mexican Americans targeted, but African Americans and Filipino Americans as well. And by the middle or end of the month of June, the riots in Los Angeles were declining, But during this time, the riots were sparking up in other cities in California, even in Texas and Arizona as well. And that was pretty much my reflection of the documentaries. Thank you.